Hello guys, so welcome to KO tutorials. So let's continue with the next part of this tutorial. So let's get started. So now what we are going to do in this tutorial is like we are going to animate this truck over here. So very first of all, how we are going to animate it is like very first of all, what we will do over here is like we'll just select this whole thing over here. Either we can attach it or either we can just group this elements over here. So if you can group it, that would be much better. Again select this all the bolts over here, select this whole thing over here and just keep on grouping it. So once you have grouped it, it would be much easier. So let's again go into this, select this all, select this, select this, all the elements. So once you've selected it, again let's just group it much better. Select this all and again just group it. So now what I'll be doing over here is like I'll be just selecting this part. Now over here if you look at it, it's like this are all the things separate over here. So we need to do something over here is like we'll go into this view over here. Let's just select this, exclude this all, Alt and Q, isolate it. So I'll just go into this, and for now what I'll be doing is I'll be just deleting it, or I'll be just hiding it. I'll just do it in this way for a stuff. Right click and I'll just cap this, right click and I'll just cap this stuff. Now after this, select this whole thing, group it, select this whole thing and just group it. So you can just rotate it in this way for now and isolate this stuff over here. So now what I'll be doing over here is like I'll be taking some kind of controllers to control this tires. For that what we'll be doing over here is like let's go into this view again over here and let's take a rectangle over here. So let's just take a rectangle and just set it to 90°, shift and duplicate it, select this, both the rectangles over here, so select this rectangle, select this rectangle, press W and just push it out. So I'll just convert to editable spline and just select this and let's just attach it with this. So once you attached it, let's go into its spline over here, select the spline and boolean with this, much better. So let's go into this and rendering, enable in viewport. So that would be like a controller for it. So hierarchy, effect pivot only, center to object of this, and you can just rotate it. So I'll just duplicate it. I'm sorry, just duplicate it over here in this way. So now what I want over here is like, I'll be selecting this part. I'll go into this animation constraint, orientation constraint with this. So it works. Let's see. Is it working? No, it's not working. So select this animation constraint, orientation constraint with this. Now so make sure you are just deleting this constraints over here. Rotate it. So select this again, animation constraint, orientation constraint with this. So if I just select this, I can just select this. Just a sec, I'll just delete this. Again, I'll select this. I think you should attach it. That would be much better over here if you attach it. So we'll try it. If it doesn't work, we'll attach that part. So we'll just delete this all over here. So animation constraint, orientation constraint, I think we'll select this, animation constraint, orientation constraint. Oops. Alright, I think what we'll do over here is like, we'll just attach that. That would be much better with that. So let's just select this and just ungroup it, and Alt and Q, again select this, ungroup it. So after ungrouping this, we can just attach it with all. Oops. So we need to attach it first. We'll attach it. So once you attach it, we'll be just duplicating that same tire. Alright, so once you just attach this stuff over here, right click and isolate, select this and attach it. After you are done with this, so let's again select this and again go into this animation constraint, orientation constraint over here. Ah, yes, now it's perfectly rotating over here. Can you see this? So it's very important that you attach it first. So attaching is very important. So instead of grouping it, we have to attach that. So now again we'll select it again over here. Let's and isolate this stuff over here. So we are going to again just delete this all. Oops. Alright. So select this whole thing over here. We'll go into this view over here. We'll just select this much part of it. Exclude this. Exclude this part. Alt N Q. Now select this again, and it's very important that you attach this with this part. So definitely it's a time consuming stuff over here because we need to attach it for all. So let's go on attaching this. So go on doing it. So make sure you are just uh, duplicating that stuff. A lot of grips. I think we could have attached it earlier. So so if you renamed it from a sequence for the grips, so at that moment it would be easy for you to do that. Alright, so For now we'll just keep this till here. So now what I'll be doing over here is like, not a problem. So I'll just select this over here. I'll select this tire over here and I'll just delete it. So make sure you are properly doing it whatever you are selecting. So we'll just delete this and this from here, and we'll just select this and we'll just mirror it, copy it in y-axis, and I'll just drag it till here in this way and isolate it. So after you're done with this, now what I'll be doing over here is like, I'll be just selecting this part over here, and again the same thing will be utilizing over here. So before we go with it, what I'll be doing is like, I'll be just deleting this two tires again, and I'll just make a copy of it over here. Alright, so once you are done with a copy of this, now I can just go into this and if you want that these two tires should move together, I can just attach it with this in this way. So now I'll select this tire and I'll go into animation, constraint, and let's give a orientation constraint. So once you give orientation constraint, can you see that we see over here that both the tires are rotating properly. So the same way we'll go with this, select this and let's just attach it. So we can go into this and attach it with this. So again select this, animation, constraint, orientation, constraint. So now if you again see, you can rotate the tires. So that is actually possible over here. What we have done is, as you can see, we have just done with this stuff. After that, what I can do over here is like, it would go same with this also. So again I'll just go into this, and definitely you need to attach it. So what I'll be doing is, I'll be doing it differently over here. So let's first ungroup this stuff over here. So select this over here, this tire should be individual, that's very important over here. So what I can do is like, I'll go into this, I'll go into the polygons and I'll just delete this. So select this again over here and make sure you're attaching this, attach it. So again you have to go in the same way as we were doing it earlier. So go on attaching this. So instead of grouping it, make sure you're using this option, that's your attach option. So much better. So once you're done with this, I'll just delete this part over here, and I'll again give a mirror to it, copy, push it out, and isolate. So I'll go into this view over here and I'll just drag it in. Alright, you can just push this out. So the same thing can happen over here. We can do the same thing over here. So you can just rotate it if you want, duplicate this. So now what I'll be doing over here is like I'll be taking one more copy, select this, animation, constraint, orientation constraint with this. So now you can just rotate it. So same thing, will be duplicating it over here. I'll just delete this. After that, again select this, animation, constraint, orientation constraint. So once you give a orientation constraint, it's going to orient it. And if you orient it in this way, say if you are orientating in this way, it's going to orient in this way. It's not going to work in that way. So I can again take one more controller further over here. I'll just push it over here, and I can take individual controllers also in this way, shift and drag. Let's see how it works. So let's just save your file first. If you link this with this, so select this, hierarchy, effect pivot only, center to object. Now see. So if you're doing that, you can also do it from this also, but better if you select this. So you can use this as a controller for this, or else if I just select this and this, unlink it. So if you just select this tire and if you just link it with this, oh no, that was much better. So what I can do is I can just select this and I can link it with this. So now if you look at it over here, this will give you rotation, and this is for your parent child. So I've just linked this with this. So definitely I've done this linking with this controller with this controller. So this is a orientation controller linked with this controller. So the same thing will go with this. So select this, affect pivot only, center to object, and again select this, and let's just link it with this. So now again if you see together and if you rotate it, see this is going to rotate in this way. So we'll create one more major controller over here. So one major controller, let's see how it works. So just push this up, select this and this, and let's just link it with the main controller. So now if you see, then you will see that they both are getting rotated all together. Got it? So definitely if you want to rotate it individually, that individual rotations can be given with this, and this will be your tire orientation, tire rotation. So the same thing which we have applied will be working over here in this way. So guys, if you have any doubts, please write it in the comment section. So save your file. So please like and subscribe my YouTube channel, that's KO Tutorials. So we'll continue the rest of the part in the next tutorial. So thanks for watching this tutorial.